Have you ever found yourself lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep feels like a distant memory? You're not alone. So many of us, especially after 70, struggle with those long, restless nights. It's frustrating, isn't it? You're tired, you want to sleep, but your mind just won't quiet down. And the next day? Well, let's just say it's not your best day. You feel groggy, irritable, and maybe even a little less like yourself. But what if I told you there's a simple, natural way to fall asleep in just 5 minutes? A breathing trick that's been helping people just like you say goodbye to insomnia for good. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, stick with me, because today we're going to explore exactly how this works and why it's so effective. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've tried everything, counting sheep, warm milk, even those sleep apps, and nothing works. Trust me, I get it. But here's the thing. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most powerful. And this breathing trick, it's all about tapping into your body's natural ability to relax and unwind. No pills, no gadgets, just you and your breath. So, let's dive in and discover how you can start sleeping better tonight. First, let's talk about why sleep becomes such a challenge as we get older. It's not just you. Our bodies change, and so do our sleep patterns. Maybe you've noticed that you don't sleep as deeply as you used to, or you wake up more often during the night. That's completely normal. But here's the good news. Even though our bodies change, we can still take steps to improve our sleep quality. And that's where this breathing trick comes in. It's designed to calm your mind, relax your body, and signal to your brain that it's time to sleep. The best part? It's easy to learn and can be done right in your own bed. So, let's get started with the first step, understanding the power of your breath. You might not realize it, but the way you breathe has a huge impact on your nervous system. When you're stressed or anxious, like when you're lying in bed worrying about why you can't sleep, your breathing tends to become shallow and rapid. This sends a signal to your brain that something's wrong, which only makes it harder to relax. But when you slow down your breath and make it deeper, you activate your body's relaxation response. It's like flipping a switch that tells your brain, it's okay, everything's fine, you can rest now. Now, let's try it together. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Close your eyes if that feels good to you. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, counting to 4 as you inhale. Feel your chest and belly rise as you fill your lungs with air. Now, hold that breath for a count of 4, and then slowly exhale through your mouth, counting to 6 as you let the air out. Feel your body start to relax as you release the tension. That's it. Just like that. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. This is called the 4 to 4 6 breathing technique, and it's one of the most effective ways to calm your mind and prepare for sleep. Now, let's talk about why this works so well. When you breathe deeply and slowly, you're activating your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your nervous system that's responsible for rest and relaxation. This helps to lower your heart rate, reduce your blood pressure, and ease muscle tension. It's like giving your body a gentle nudge, saying, hey, it's time to wind down. And the more you practice this technique, the more your body will start to associate it with sleep. Over time, it becomes a powerful cue that tells your brain it's time to rest. But here's the key: consistency. Like anything, this breathing trick works best when you make it a regular part of your bedtime routine. Try doing it for just 5 minutes each night before you go to sleep. You might not notice a difference right away, but stick with it. After a few nights, you'll start to feel your body responding more quickly, and before you know it, you'll be drifting off to sleep with ease. Now, let's move on to the second point, creating the right environment for sleep. You see, even the best breathing technique won't work if your bedroom isn't set up for rest. Think about it. If your room is too bright, too noisy, or too cluttered, it's going to be hard for your mind to relax. So, let's talk about a few simple changes you can make to create a sleep-friendly space. First, consider the lighting. Our bodies are designed to sleep when it's dark, so try to keep your bedroom as dark as possible. If you have street lights shining through your window, consider using blackout curtains or a sleep mask. And if you need to get up during the night, try using a small nightlight instead of turning on a bright lamp. This will help your body stay in sleep mode. Next, think about the temperature. Most people sleep best in a cool room, around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If your room is too warm, it can make it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. So, adjust your thermostat, use a fan, or open a window if needed. And don't forget about your bedding. Choose lightweight, breathable fabrics that help regulate your body temperature. Finally, take a look at your bedroom setup. Is your bed comfortable? Do you have enough pillows to support your neck and back? If you've been using the same mattress for years, it might be time for an upgrade. A good night's sleep starts with a comfortable bed, so don't be afraid to invest in your sleep health. Now that we've covered the basics of the breathing technique and creating a sleep-friendly environment, let's talk about one more thing before we wrap up this part: the importance of a bedtime routine. You see, our bodies love routines. When we do the same things every night before bed, it sends a signal to our brain that it's time to wind down. So, try to establish a calming bedtime routine that you can stick to. Maybe it's reading a book, listening to soft music, or doing a few gentle stretches. Whatever it is, make sure it's something that helps you relax and unwind. And there you have it, the first steps to falling asleep in just 5 minutes. We've covered the 4-4-6 breathing technique, creating a sleep-friendly environment, and the importance of a bedtime routine. These simple changes can make a world of difference in your sleep quality, and I can't wait for you to try them out. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into more tips and tricks to help you say goodbye to insomnia for good. So, take a deep breath, relax, and get ready to enjoy the best sleep of your life. Now that we've laid the foundation with the 4-4-6 breathing technique and creating a sleep-friendly environment, let's build on that and explore a few more strategies to help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Remember, the goal here is to create a holistic approach to sleep, one that addresses not just your body, but your mind and habits as well. So, let's dive into the next steps that can make a real difference in your sleep quality. First, let's talk about the role of stress and how it can sabotage your sleep. As we get older, it's natural to have more on our minds, whether it's health concerns, family matters, or just the busyness of life. And when we're stressed, our bodies produce cortisol, a hormone that keeps us alert and awake. That's why, even when you're exhausted, stress can make it feel impossible to fall asleep. But here's the good news. There are simple ways to manage stress and quiet your mind before bed. One of the most effective tools for reducing stress is something called progressive muscle relaxation. It's a technique that involves tensing and then relaxing different muscle groups in your body. The idea is to release physical tension, which in turn helps to calm your mind. Here's how you can try it. Lie down in a comfortable position and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Start with your feet. Tighten the muscles in your toes and hold for a few seconds, then slowly release. Move up to your calves, thighs, and so on, working your way up to your shoulders and face. By the time you're done, your entire body should feel loose and relaxed. This technique is especially helpful if you tend to carry tension in your neck, shoulders, or back. Another way to manage stress is through mindfulness or meditation. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Meditation? That sounds complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Mindfulness is simply about being present in the moment and focusing on your breath or a calming thought. You don't need to sit cross-legged or chant. Just find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and take a few minutes to breathe deeply and let go of any worries. There are even guided meditation apps or videos that can walk you through the process if you're new to it. The key is to make it a regular part of your routine, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes before bed. Now, let's shift gears and talk about another important factor in sleep, your diet. What you eat and drink can have a big impact on how well you sleep, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. For example, caffeine is a stimulant that can stay in your system for hours, so try to avoid coffee, tea, or chocolate in the late afternoon or evening. Alcohol might make you feel sleepy at first, but it can actually disrupt your sleep later in the night. So it's best to limit your intake, especially close to bedtime. On the flip side, there are certain foods that can actually promote better sleep. Foods rich in magnesium, like almonds, spinach, and bananas, can help relax your muscles and calm your nervous system. And foods that contain tryptophan, like turkey, yogurt, and oats, can help your body produce melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. A light snack before bed, such as a small bowl of oatmeal or a banana with a handful of almonds, can be a great way to support your sleep. Speaking of melatonin, let's talk about the role of light in your sleep cycle. Our bodies are designed to follow a natural rhythm called the circadian rhythm, which is influenced by light and darkness. When it's light outside, your brain produces hormones that keep you awake and alert. But when it gets dark, your brain starts producing melatonin, which helps you feel sleepy. The problem is, modern life often disrupts this natural cycle. Bright screens, artificial lights, and late-night TV can all trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, making it harder to fall asleep. So, what can you do? Start by dimming the lights in your home about an hour before bed. This signals to your brain that it's time to wind down. And try to avoid screens, like your phone, tablet, or TV during that last hour before bed. If you must use a device, consider using blue, light-blocking glasses or enabling a night mode setting to reduce the impact on your sleep. You might also want to try using a sunrise alarm clock, which mimics natural light to help you wake up more gently in the morning. Now, let's touch on one more important factor: physical activity. You might be surprised to learn that regular exercise can have a huge impact on your sleep quality. When you're active during the day, your body builds up a healthy level of fatigue, which makes it easier to fall asleep at night. Plus, exercise helps to reduce stress and anxiety, which are common culprits of insomnia. The key is to find an activity you enjoy and can stick with, whether it's walking, swimming, yoga, or even dancing around your living room. Just try to avoid vigorous exercise too close to bedtime, as it can have the opposite effect and make it harder to wind down. And there you have it, more tools to add to your sleep toolkit. We've covered stress management techniques like progressive muscle relaxation and mindfulness, the impact of diet and light on your sleep, and the benefits of regular physical activity. These strategies, combined with the breathing technique and sleep-friendly environment we discussed earlier, can work together to help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. But we're not done yet. In the next part, we'll explore even more tips and tricks to help you conquer insomnia and enjoy the deep, restorative sleep you deserve. So, take a deep breath, relax, and get ready to take your sleep to the next level. We've covered so much ground already: breathing techniques, creating a sleep-friendly environment, managing stress, adjusting your diet, and incorporating physical activity into your day. These are all powerful tools to help you fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper, more restorative sleep. But there are still a few more pieces of the puzzle to explore. So, let's dive into the final steps that can make all the difference in your journey to better sleep. First, let's talk about the importance of consistency. Our bodies thrive on routine, and sleep is no exception. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps regulate your internal clock. This consistency makes it easier for your body to know when it's time to sleep and when it's time to wake up. If your schedule is all over the place, your body can get confused, which can lead to trouble falling asleep or waking up feeling groggy. So, try to set a regular bedtime and stick to it as much as possible. And if you do need to adjust your schedule, do it gradually. Shift your bedtime by 15 or 20 minutes at a time rather than making a big change all at once. Now, let's address something that many of us struggle with: napping. Naps can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, a short nap can be refreshing and help you recharge during the day. But on the other hand, napping too long or too late in the day can interfere with your nighttime sleep. If you do need a nap, try to keep it short, around 20 to 30 minutes, and aim to nap earlier in the afternoon. This way, you'll get the benefits of a quick recharge without disrupting your sleep at night. Another factor that can impact your sleep is your mindset. Have you ever noticed how the harder you try to fall asleep, the more elusive sleep becomes? It's like your brain decides to rebel just when you need it to cooperate. This is what sleep experts call sleep effort, and it can actually make insomnia worse. The key is to shift your focus away from trying to sleep and instead focus on relaxing. Remind yourself that rest is still beneficial, even if you're not fully asleep. If you find yourself lying in bed for more than 20 minutes without falling asleep, get up and do something calming, like reading a book or listening to soft music, until you feel sleepy again. This helps break the cycle of frustration and allows your body to naturally ease into sleep. Let's also talk about the role of gratitude and positivity in improving your sleep. It might sound surprising, but cultivating a sense of gratitude can have a profound impact on your overall well-being, including your sleep. When you focus on the good things in your life, it helps to reduce stress and anxiety, which are common barriers to sleep. Try keeping a gratitude journal by your bed and writing down 3 things you're grateful for each night before you go to sleep. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could be as simple as a kind word from a friend, a beautiful sunset, or a delicious meal. Shifting your mindset to focus on the positive can help you drift off to sleep with a sense of peace and contentment. Finally, let's touch on the importance of seeking help if you need it. While the tips we've discussed can make a big difference, sometimes insomnia can be a sign of an underlying issue, such as sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or even depression. If you've tried everything and you're still struggling with sleep, don't hesitate to talk to your doctor. They can help you identify any potential issues and recommend treatments or therapies that might work for you. Remember, there's no shame in asking for help. Your sleep is too important to ignore. Now that we've covered all the key points, let's take a moment to recap. We started with the 4-4-6 breathing technique, which helps calm your mind and relax your body. We talked about creating a sleep-friendly environment by adjusting your lighting, temperature, and bedroom setup. We explored stress management techniques like progressive muscle relaxation and mindfulness. And we discussed how your diet, light exposure, and physical activity can impact your sleep. We also touched on the importance of consistency, managing naps, shifting your mindset, and seeking help if needed. The truth is, improving your sleep doesn't have to be complicated. Small, consistent changes can add up to make a big difference over time. And the best part? You don't have to do everything at once. Start with 1 or 2 strategies that resonate with you and gradually build from there. Remember, this is about progress, not perfection. Even a small improvement in your sleep can have a ripple effect, leaving you feeling more energized, focused, and ready to enjoy life to the fullest. So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. You deserve to sleep well. You deserve to wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. And with the tools and techniques we've discussed, you have everything you need to make that a reality. Give yourself permission to prioritize your sleep, and don't be afraid to experiment to find what works best for you. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What strategies have worked for you? What challenges are you still facing? Sharing your experiences can help others feel less alone and create a community of support. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips and advice on living your best life at any age. Thank you so much for watching. And here's to many restful nights and joyful mornings ahead. Sweet dreams.